Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Matic crypto and check this out a little bit. So Matic was an interesting case, Um, mentioned to buy that down there at 34 cents and did that massive bounce. So Matic was another one. June 22 was a lot more fun than it is now. But this section right here, guys, is a massive flat, in my opinion, that it did. So if you can believe it, what a frustrating garbage. That's what that is. That just kills you. These flats kill you, man. Um, so this is a 3-3-5 move that it did. And it's going bullish. It's not going to do a shot up to there. I mean, it could. I don't think so. Not this run, but I'm going to give you some targets that I'm looking at for Matic guys out of here because I checked out the fibs on this. And if you do, here's your A wave, there's your B wave, if you can believe it, extended B wave, and he came right back down here, 2.618. Boom, 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 boom. So like that. And here's the wave. You take the wave on this retrace, and you go to the top of the other wave over here, you can see what it hit, 618. So here's its wave right here, guys, if you can believe it. So this is probably a 1-2. And then it's going to make another 1-2, in my opinion, over here. It's just consolidation, so it's going to be going sideways. But the good news is that I think Matic, these are the targets I'd be looking at for Matic, okay? So from the 50 cents, 60 cents, it's making its way up to probably 90 cents, and there's a good shot it's going to get to $1.31, and there's a supply zone up here too, guys. I think it could hit its head on. It's probably not going to be breaking that high of $1.50, but I think that's going to be it for Matic, guys. And then it's going to go back into a correction of some sorts. Tag it, and then it's going to come back down to a correction. So this wave right here, it's going to be probably smaller than that wave. So you can see, okay? Unless miraculously goes into a third wave. I don't think that it's it. I'd be on the safe side because, Bitcoin's going to go up. Here's Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin's going to go up. I was checking out Bitcoin. So if you think about it, right, Matic, let's say Matic starts from here and it gets to that area. So you're looking at 80, 90%, and then 161% if you got it down there. But if you get it right in this area, you're looking at 90% potentially. So 40 to 90% move on Matic, and then it's going to go into a correction more than likely. I'm not going to know for sure until we get there, guys. But based on the analysis going into like October or November, and then if you look at the NASDAQ, could be peaking. NASDAQ's probably going to go on a little bit longer. It's a little bit more bullish than Bitcoin and crypto, obviously. GBTC peaking out in that time. Bitcoin could be peaking out. But I'd be willing to say that your risk to reward based on safety, if you will, is probably going to be with Bitcoin, because I bet Bitcoin is going to make a move that big too, guys, more than likely a 90% move. So if you check this out, right? So here's Bitcoin right here, okay? Like a 90% move is like right in that 57, right in that target area that I have. So it'd be interesting to see. But with Matic, guys, it's going to be, so like, here's your move, right? Here's his Matic's move, and it went through this whole big old flat all the way over here. Then it could potentially do another move either here or to here, and then it's going to go back into a correction. And you can see this whole section is sideways. Very, very tough. Very tough. That's tough stuff, guys. That's tough stuff. That's people that invest into it are just getting chopped up. If they're trading it, then obviously, they're probably, those that are sufficient, if you will, are probably doing pretty good with Matic. But I'm not going to be looking for anything like to finish this off. So what's going to happen more than likely is that with Matic, you have your wave here. It's going to come back around. A wave back up here should be shorter than this wave. So it'll be in this area. Back down. And then here's your 1-2, a little baby 1-2. And then Matic over here we'll be doing the shot more than likely, guys, in that section. So months down the road, unfortunately for Matic, in my opinion, guys. Okay, just because Bitcoin, unless you believe in the Bitcoin moonshot to 175K, then they're all going up, right? You're going to get your 10x, you get your 20x, and your coins and everything. But I wouldn't be counting on anything like that, guys. So that's how I'm looking at Matic, based on Bitcoin. But at the time, just looking at the risk to reward ratio, it's probably better to be in Bitcoin, guys, in my take on it. So you still have a shot with Bitcoin, where I do think, even though it's going up a little bit right now, I think it's going to be trending in this area to come back down. And that 28.3 I mentioned in previous videos is definitely a sweet spot. So this daily fair value gap, a half fill on that is the 29,000, and then 28.3 to put a, that 40 period moving average is right there at 28.5, and then this is coming up there. I made a previous video about that, where I do think that that's a really good probability that Bitcoin is going to just get down in here, do a 50% retrace, and then if Matic is going to get up to maybe $1.30, okay, it'll do a 50% retrace off that more than likely. I would gather to say, let's say it gets up there and then come back down to 80 cents, guys. But so I just think the risk to reward is probably better just stay in Bitcoin when it comes to Matic, guys. Matic is just consolidating. It's going to be similar to what it did down here, guys, if you take a look at that. So Matic, April 19, and then it didn't start doing anything until December 20, so a year and a half more or less, guys. So you take the time over here, right? And let's go out here. So that's 605 days. So a long time. And then you're looking at it right over here. It's probably going to do something similar. So, look, okay, so let's say September, October, then it's going to go into a correction. And then it probably about the same amount of time back over here, guys. So it looks like it's going to be following the same pattern that it did through here, and it get through here. And then eventually when it's over here, you're going to have your shot on Matic to these targets that I have of $3.15. So unfortunately, it's doing this out here. So you can see this is a 1-2, right? You see this section, how this B wave went way up. B wave went up, back down, and now it's going to probably do a move like that. So you can just take a trend more or less, boom, stick it over here, probably a little bit too long, but bring it down, something like that, guys, is what I'd be checking out with Matic on this move, and then back into a correction. Okay, just get an idea what it did over here. Looks like it likes to hit 618, so, and not 50%. So 50% to 618, wherever it ends up, should be looking at back up, back down to those sections, guys. Is what I'd be expecting with Matic. Could get lucky and it might shoot out of there. It might shoot a little bit more, but more than likely for this wave to be bigger than this wave, this would have to be the third wave to get, start getting up there. I don't think it's going to do it though, guys. Unfortunately, it's just not ready for it yet. It wants to do some sort of pattern like that down there. And then you can see, right, consolidation, and then in this section, and then it took off. So you're 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and off. And it might have to do something over here. 1-2, 1-2, and a little over 1-2, and then it's off. 605 days, and it'll probably be about 605 days over here. Unfortunately, I was kind of thinking maybe you could get over here and then do a shot, because this fifth wave is not going to be as high as this wave. Okay, so end target about $3. $3 up, and then another correction, probably right back down to these areas again, guys. Ultimately for Matic, back up and then back down to those areas. So a lot of sideways, frustrating time for Matic. So that's what sucks about it. All right, guys, that's the end of my video on Polygon Matic. Like I said, the risk to reward ratio for me is not quite there on this on a coin like this. Definitely don't have to worry about this one probably going to zero, but that's the other benefit. Like say buy a coin or something that's a little bit more risky, probably has a higher chance to go to zero, if you will. But obviously, but Matic probably not. It's very centralized though. It's very, very centralized. So that's the downside to Matic. It's a decent coin, but Matic's what do you want to call it? It's glory days of a massive wave like this. It's going to be a long while for another one of these, in my opinion, on Matic. Okay, probably maybe 20 end of 20, next year sometimes maybe you can thrust something off or something like that, guys. But this is to me is an incompleted sequence. 5-wave move. You have a third wave right here. You have a first wave right here, second wave. Here's your whole third wave. You see how that leg goes with that leg, and it's back down for a fourth wave, and it's trying to get off onto the fifth wave. Probably the macro environment, what's going on with the economy and everything, scaring investors out, is preventing it just to complete it. Now it's going to take its time and then finally finish it a few months down the road, if you know what I mean. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.